Thomas, hello from the easy chair. I'm saving a seat for you right here for a year from now. Tom, during the many years you've been with us, one of the tremendous contributions you've made is team building and organization, creating systems that make our organization, as it's gotten larger and larger, function well.
Tom's done a very good job in building respect for the industry. His style in dealing with clients, dealing with vendors, dealing with problems and coming up with solutions has moved our industry along.
I believe that Tom does a really great job with culture of a company. Tom has done a great job at nurturing and fostering the culture of the Dolben Company, and I believe he'll do the same at NAA.
I liked working for Tom when I was in property management because the pressure was on every day to make sure we provided quality service and did a good job in property management. But you never felt Tom's presence lurking over you, wondering when you were going to be done.
One of the most valuable and important things to me is that Tom has a great sense of humor, and he's also a great mentor.
I actually love working for Tom. I think he's a great leader. He allows us to be creative and think on our own. He's very insightful, and I truly trust him and respect him.
The two words that I would use to describe Tom are integrity and compassion. Integrity, because Tom has a personal set of values that he lives his life by, both personally and professionally. And if I had to put it in a nutshell, I would say that he treats everyone with fairness, dignity, and respect.
I think he's dynamic because our company always continues to improve, and I think that he is the driving force behind a lot of that.
I would say the two that really stick out to me are honest and loyal. He's unbelievably loyal, and I think that shines through with how long he's been with Dolben. You know, this has been the only job he's really had past college.
I would describe Tom as passionate. Passionate about his family, passionate about his job, passionate about the company, and passionate about the industry.
One word, team builder.
If I were to describe Tom in one or two words, I would say that he's compassionate and he's dedicated, and you can tell that he truly loves what he does for a living.
Team player, I would say.
One of the most loyal, one of the most ethical and committed people I've ever known.
I would describe Tom with character. Tom has a tremendous amount of character, and I think he looks for that in people.
I would describe Tom as M&Ms and Coke, Diet Coke, that is.
The first word that came to my mind was family. He's really fostered a family-first culture at Dolben, and he's the epitome of that, and that's something that I really appreciate.
I think that one of Tom's greatest skills is his communication skills. He is a great communicator.
He's got a great sense of humor and easy to speak to.
The two words that best describe him would be consistency and fair.
I would describe Tom as entertaining and approachable from a management standpoint. Entertaining because he does engage everybody and gets them to get involved in whether it's training, participating in sports. He's always trying to get people motivated.
I would say Tom's very fair. I think it's very important for him to be fair, and so I see that in a lot of how he handles the situations.
The follow-through, of course, is coach.
If I could describe Tom Beaton in two words, I would just say the best. He's a fantastic human with a great family and a great company, and he's really one of the best people I've ever met.
There are quite a few funny stories with Tom, but one reoccurring theme is we have something in the office we call Tom Time.
Tom will say to you, "Can you come in my office in 10 minutes? And you say, "Sure." You go to his office, he's on the phone. You leave, you come back, he's not in his office anymore.
If he says he's going to call you back in 5 minutes, you know that's more like a half hour, 45 minutes. 15 minutes goes up to about 2 hours.
Usually by the next day when you went to see him again, he's in Maryland, so you never get to see him at all.
And if he's going to call you tomorrow, it's probably going to be next week.
My first budget review was last year, and it was my first time as a manager. So I was very nervous. I had stayed up all night kind of preparing my note cards and getting everything together, thinking that it would be this very intimidating moment. And when I got there, all he and my boss were concerned about at the time were what they were going to have for breakfast.
Tom loves the Baltimore Ravens. And Tom roots for the Baltimore Orioles. That's a total lie. He's a Boston boy all the way.
I remember the first time I went to the Dolben summer outing and I saw Tom play softball. I didn't expect much, to be completely honest, but he hit a rope right over the right fielder's head and I was just in awe. All I could think of was that Ted Williams quote, "There goes the Senior Vice President of Property Management, the greatest hitter that ever lived for the Dolben Company at the summer outing."
But one of the funny stories was actually during the initial interview. I went in and after he spent about 10 minutes giving me a few jabs about the suit I was wearing and where I had borrowed it from, he then proceeded to go through the interview process, and we were with Melissa, our HR director, and his wife called halfway through the interview. So probably not something he would have done with most people, but he actually took the phone call and proceeded to have about a 10-minute conversation, while at first Melissa looked completely mortified. But then, he just explained it was me, and we moved on with the interview, but I always, kind of that relaxed and casual nature kind of sums up Tom.
When he came aboard, he decided to call me Mr. Dolben, and he always has. And of course, I called him Tom. Over the years, he's grown, the company's grown, the years have gone by. We've had a wonderful, successful run.
He has the ability to inspire people to make what seemed impossible possible and inspire them to get it done. An example would be every day or many days we have lunch together and we will need to get in, out, fed in 45 minutes. Tom will sit down and he will draw the waitress in and explain to her that we only have 45 minutes. And then he will proceed to order, special order, a 5-course meal.
I think that Tom will make a great chairman because of his vision, and he is so wonderful at seeing the big picture and seeing all of the puzzle pieces.
Tom will be a great chairman because of his attention to detail. He treats every property the same regardless of its size. And I know that he will bring that same detail orientation to the NAA.
Tom has so much commitment. He has so much integrity. He has so much passion for what he does. And whenever he takes on a project, he goes at it wholeheartedly and he makes it successful.
Not only will he bring integrity, but he will also be able to show the same compassion that he shows for all of his employees at Dolben, and I think that will transcend to the NAA and will help NAA grow over the years to come.
Well, Tom and I have been together for a run for 30 years. Tom, it's been wonderful to work with you going back into the early 1980s. We've been through thick and thin. We've been through rent control. We've been through 2 real estate recessions. We've been through some high times. I think whatever NAA is going to throw at you, you're going to just pitch it right back and do a great job.
I think Tom will be an excellent chairman for the NAA because he has an outstanding ability to bring together the right people for the right project and get everyone to focus on a common goal.
Tom surrounds himself with the best people. He surrounds himself with strong people who are the best at what they do. He does that because he believes in a team mentality, and he knows that one person can't do the job by themselves. So he surrounds himself with all of these strong people, develops a team, and I believe that's why he's been successful and that's why the Dolben Company's been successful.
He's a serious guy. He has a real commitment to getting the job done. He's fun, he's personable, and now you folks have the good fortune to have him run the NAA. So you know what? For a while, I'm going to call him chairman, and maybe he'll call me Don.
Tom, congratulations. It's been over 30 years since you came home from coaching a football game at Kentucky High School, or you were working part-time after college, and you said, "Your dad just gave me a call. I've got a job interview at Dolben." Since then, You've come quite a long way. It's been great working with you.
Thomas, congratulations on your installation as chairman of the National Apartment Association. Here's to you, the coach, a leader who's been instrumental in assembling the staff, recruiting the players, and creating the game plan that has made the Dolben Company such a winning team. I'm confident that you'll apply those coaching skills during your year as chairman of the National Apartment Association and leave the organization a better place for it. Have a great year.
Don't forget about us, Tom.